If you think you need a perfect credit score, 20% down, and the right time to buy a home, you might be surprised by what you find out today. By the way, we help people just like you every week find the right home here in Mason County, and we'd love to help you too. You can always reach me by calling or texting 360-229-6772. You can email at christine.warealtor@gmail.com. Let's get to it. I'm Christine Anderson with eXp Realty, your local Mason County Realtor, and I'm sitting down today with Mitch Smith of Guild Mortgage, one of my trusted lenders. Today, we're skipping the sales talk and going straight to the real questions that borrowers and buyers just like you ask us every week.
Some of these questions are overdue.
Exactly. So, Mitch, let's start with the big question. Do buyers actually need a perfect credit score to buy a home today?
No, you don't need a perfect credit score. We have programs that you could get approved for at a 580 credit score. I mean, you get into the 620s, much better situation than 580 for sure.
Yeah. And so that's what, if buyers are just waiting because they're thinking they need a perfect credit score, you're just wasting time. It helps to get your questions answered right away rather than just sitting on the sidelines. And this is where people get stuck. They sit on the sidelines instead of asking the questions, right?
Yeah, I think the earlier you ask the questions and take a look at your financial situation and your credit scores, I think the better you are set up to develop a strategy to help you win.
That's it. So the takeaway here is don't disqualify yourself because you don't have a perfect credit score. Let's talk about the mistakes that can really jeopardize a loan. Okay, so Mitch, what's the fastest way that someone accidentally messes up their loan approval?
I think during the loan approval or during the contract time, if you take out any new credit, you're buying furniture or your car breaks down and you finance a new car, that could totally jeopardize your pre-approval.
Yeah, and this happens more than people think, honestly. So once you're under contract, you really want to limit all the big purchases that you have. You kind of want to pretend like your finances are frozen, right?
Yeah, you're free to use any existing credit that you have. I would just don't open any new credit accounts.
The perfect mindset. So Mitch, what is the short list for what buyers should not do for all those buyers watching?
I think what they should not do during the whole, when you're getting pre-approved or under contract, is don't go out and buy any new things with your with new credit. Don't change jobs right away. That can be very stressful. And leave your money where it is. Don't start moving money into different accounts, because then we're gonna have to start asking you for more than the accounts that you wanted to use in the first place. And then I say don't disappear on us. Like, we're trying to reach out to you. It's usually for a reason, and great communication always helps.
For your first-time home buyers, let's have a little reality check. So what do first-time home buyers worry about the most that they really don't have to?
I think the biggest worry is, how much money do I have to get pre-approved and be able to make an offer? And the answer is, you don't need a lot. We have down payment assistance programs that can really help with that. And there are ways of structuring and making a strategy if you don't have down payment assistance.
So do buyers, especially first-time home buyers, potentially doing an FHA loan, do they need to have 20% down?
No, you only really need to have 3.5% for FHA. And then the conventional, you can, 3% is a good option.
So that's great. So, do your savings, do your due diligence. More is always, not always, but more down payment could help you, but it's not going to be necessary to get your foot in the door to home ownership. Having the conversation early really matters, because it can save you a lot of headache, stress, and time wasted.
Yes.
All right, interest rates. Let's talk about the truth on interest rates. I feel like this is everyone's favorite topic.
Oh, yes.
Buyers, sellers, people in the grocery store line, like everywhere you go, if they know you work in real estate or lending, they want to talk about interest rates.
They do.
Yeah.
What are the rates today, Mitch?
Yeah. And they can change in a day's time, as we saw today.
Yes.
So What is it that buyers actually need to know about rates?
I think that what buyers need to know about interest rates are that they really are different for everybody depending on your unique configuration of what your credit score is, how much down payment you have, and your income.
And so when someone gets pre-approved and say it's 6.25%, is that what they're going to have when they actually sign their loan docs?
It might not always be that, because interest rates change a couple times daily sometimes, or maybe even once a day or once every week. But the rate that you get when you first come see me is a quote, and the rate that you decide on when you're under contract could be far different than that.
Yeah.
Or not super far different, but it's not going to be exactly the same most of the time.
Yeah. And then at what point does someone lock in that rate so the uncertainty is gone?
When you are under contract with a property and you have a purchase and sales agreement, that's when we really start talking about let's lock your interest rate in.
And that's one of the reasons you want to work with a local lender that's going to communicate with you at not just banker hours, because sometimes if you're working a 9-to-5 job, maybe your decision and your signature has to happen on the weekend, right? And so it's good to have a local lender.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next, let's talk about refinancing. It's a topic that we are starting to hear more about, but who should really care about it? So who in today's market, this is January 2026 now, so early 2026, who in this market should potentially be thinking about refinancing?
I mean, my sense is that if your interest rate is above 6.5 right now, it's something that should be on your mind, like watching and communicating with your lender or me about when is the best time to refinance. Is your goal to reduce your payment? Is your goal to take cash out to build a shop or something like that? It really depends on what your why is.
So refinancing isn't just about chasing a lower rate. It could be for other reasons too, like you were mentioning.
Correct.
And then for the first step, if someone is interested in refinancing, what do they do first?
I think the first thing is get a hold of me. And the second thing that is super helpful is if you have your current mortgage statement, I can take a look at that and see what a refinance would. It just gives me a lot of data to work with.
And then you have real numbers to make a real decision. All right, here is our lightning round. So Mitch, quick questions. No overthinking on these. What is a minimum credit score goal?
I would say 620.
620. All right. And we know from before, it's not that you have to have that, but that's when a lot more opens up for you.
Exactly.
The next one, online pre-approvals. They're our favorite thing, right?
I mean,
are they helpful or risky?
I think they can be risky, especially if you've not gotten any supporting documentation to the online lender. If they're just saying, this is what we think you can get approved for, that is not a great plan.
Yeah, and also a lot of those online calculations, they're only looking at what numbers you input and not the big picture of your finances, which is really what will have to happen when you go to get a loan on a home. Biggest buyer myth.
That you need 20% of the down payment to buy a home. That's the biggest myth. Statistics from 2025 showed that the average down payment was 6%.
Oh, wow.
For all buyers who bought last year.
There you go. So average in the US?
Yeah, in the US.
Was 6% for 2025. Do student loans stop home ownership?
They can. Right? I think it really depends on how much there is in the loan program and how much we have to use for the payment of those. So if you have quite a bit of student loans, it's going to affect your debt to income ratio.
And does it matter if you're not paying on your student loans?
If you have a letter from your loan servicer that says you don't have to pay or you're at zero, that's fine. But if you don't have something like that, it'll have to be accounted for in your ratios.
And last question in our lightning round, Mitch, what is the fastest pre-approval you've seen?
I mean, I did one today, 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
So it's not going to take you all week. You could literally put in an application. And then when you typically get an application, is it someone on the phone? Is it someone shooting you a text? Is it an email? Like what process do you use?
So my process is I talk to the person on the phone first, or we text. I say, let's schedule time to chat real quick. And then it's either I send them a loan application to their email address, or I take it over the phone. And once I have the full application, I look at it and then I let them know, here are the supporting documents I need. need to make your pre-approval bulletproof. And once we have all that, you're totally ready to make an offer.
Awesome. And that's when it becomes really fun, because that's when you get to go do showings.
Yes.
Right? You get to go with your realtor and you get to open those doors, feel what the homes actually feel like, and you know that the homes you're walking into, you're qualified to purchase. If you choose not to get a pre-approval before going to see those homes, you might find yourself being really heartbroken. So it's worth getting that pre-approval. And if you have heard your realtor say that, it's because it's real.
Mm-hmm. We want tears of joy, not tears of sorrow.
Yes, that's the truth. If you're thinking about buying or selling here in Mason County, Washington, please know that we want to help you. We help buyers like you every day, and sellers too. And we would be honored if you would reach out and let us know how we can help. My name again is Christine Anderson, your local Mason County realtor. You can reach me by calling or texting 360-229-6772, or you can email me at christine.warealtor@gmail.com.
And I'm Mitch Smith, your local lender at Guild Mortgage. You can get a hold of me by texting or calling 360-995-8425, or email me at mitch.smith@guildmortgage.net.
We would love to help you make the right move. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so that you don't miss the next episode. See you on the next one.